Wrigley Field, H.A. Chapman Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Owls offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory. Takes a handoff. It's Tillman. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Fires quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Motion from the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Takes the handoff. It's Tillman. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, it's Tillman. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So first down here as they go back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. The run inside. It's Taylor. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Alford. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Unloads quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Runs through the tackle. Across the 45. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sends him back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab in their space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Tillman. There's a crease. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground game on the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside, it's Taylor. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 14 team, the SMU Mustangs.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Tillman. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can paint holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. A great catch and run for 6.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Taylor. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some...
Wide open, he makes the catch. Look out! Touchdown, Tulsa! Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Picks up the first down, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these Rangers. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it. Shakes off the defender.
What a great play by the defense in a critical down late in the game.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Tulsa sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other.
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Made a defender miss. Makes a grab and room to run. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here. We'll
head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's the give off the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.